Hello there. Hello. Yeah, just watched the new Vinland. I like it. It's a lot to take in, but I like it. So how's everyone doing tonight? Everyone alright? Everyone still alive? Whee! Yeah, for a minute there I thought my computer would die and it wouldn't come back, but thank God it did. I had to put in a backup, so I lost a couple of things. So I'm not sure if all the swoopy whoopy stuff, everything works. I'm not sure about that, but let's find out in a second. Yeah, about how I'm feeling. Do I have a delay going on? Do I? I don't know. I don't think so. No. Yeah, my brain's a bit delayed, but I'm slow. It's just that. That's part of the things that I wanted to discuss. I had this whole thing planned about doing something with the Nux. I'm still going to do that. I want to show you some new pickups and all sorts of cool stuff that I just got back. No, I don't have sound on my YouTube page. No. Let me check to be sure. No, that's off. That's off. Everything's off. Everything's dead. Maybe it's on here. I don't know. Oh. Oh, is it gone now? Is that better? Well, like I said, you're throwing me off, Brent. Come on. I had some stuff planned, and some of it were new camera bits. And I was actually thinking about taking this to another level because I don't know. I had these new pills last week. They didn't agree with me at all. I felt bad. I couldn't play. Bad motor skills. Well, I was slow in the head already, but it made me a lot slower than that. So I'm going to do something else. And I'm not quite sure how to do it. I'm going to start with the camera angles first. Let me show you that. Because this is the camera you're used to, and if you take a good look around, you see that I've changed something. I moved the desk to the middle, and that's actually, this is going to be my new cam. Don't mind this. This is something for later. But here comes the funny part. The reason I'm changing this is because I'm getting rid of all this stuff. I'm going to take this entire room, or at least this side of the room apart, compared to that, because this is fine. Come on, this is fine. But I'm going to take that apart, and I'm going to build me a complete different things together. I'm going to build me a complete desk with built-in YouTube capabilities. So you can get camera angles built in, you get speakers built in. I'm going to build in an amp into the actual desk, at least that's the plan. I'm going to do some stuff with the Nux on that, and it's all because of one reason. Oh, is it really low? I'll put it back on this one. Yeah, like I said, I lost some settings when I restarted it, so it might be that. So I'm going to put it back on this one. But I'm not sure well, where this is going to lead me with the disease. I'm going to call it the disease in a sec, okay? So I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this, and I've actually started to think about helping people like me, because there's a lot of people apparently out there that have the same problems that I do. They had a seizure or a TIA or something else going on in the brain, like blood clots and stuff like that, and those people actually can't play the guitar, just as I couldn't 2 years ago. I couldn't do anything with my hands. I couldn't talk. I was stuttering all the time. So what I've been thinking about is, can I do something to bring this to people? Because what I do normally is what you probably know, is that I teach archery. I teach it to people with disabilities, and I get them to shoot the bow and arrow, no problem. We just have to figure out a way how. Same goes for me now. I mean, I'm not like Brent or like Lamb. I'm not like a shredding machine, you know. But I can play. I know how to play. Granted, I know very little theory. But in the bits that I learn is that even though my hands won't do what my brain wants them to do, if I know enough theory, I can fix that. You know, I can still know where to go. And yeah, I'll have the occasional bad note in there, and shit will go wrong, and sometimes it won't work at all. But still, I can get that working. So I was thinking about doing something with that, maybe in a collab or something with other people to get this going, so that I can help people overcome these problems. And seeing as Brent already had the Give Guitar Away Foundation stuff going on with giving guitars to everyone, what about people who still own guitars or are thinking about selling them because they can't play? How about helping those people play? I mean, I'm doing my best, and I'm getting there. It's taken a long time, but I'm getting there. And yeah, well, that's a few things that were running across my mind in the past few days, especially because of the bad drugs I've been getting. Because they really gave me a huge setback to what it was. So what I'm doing now is trying to think about a business model and getting this out there, marketing models, to getting it out to people. And that's part of the things that that's why I asked on the Discord for help. Because I don't really know where to go from here. I do a lot of marketing. I did marketing on Facebook and stuff like that, but I want to do this on a much larger scale, because my experience that I found 5 people with the same problems that I have, like identical, but there are a whole lot of people that have different problems that are going to need different sorts of help. And I saw this episode from a guitar teacher in Brazil who was teaching a boy who lost parts of his fingers in a car accident to play guitar. And I thought, well, if he can do it, there has to be someone who can help me fix that with other people who have problems using their fingers. But like I said, I need some help. I need some people to get the word out. I need to get some people to help collab me in this and find people crazy enough to work with me to do this. And trust me, they really have to be out of their minds, like for real. Second part is that this requires a lot of work, especially online work. So I'm gonna need some help with getting the stuff on YouTube. I have no idea how to edit. I mean, I've what I've been doing now, and I've been playing around with some weird effects in OBS and stuff. And I know my way around the computer, and I know my way around Unix and stuff, but imaging software and stuff like that, I have no clue what I'm doing. So I'm going to need some help with that. And then I was talking to myself like this, and I got to think, I'm going to build this. Can I zoom that in? Yeah. I'm going to build this. This is going to be a desk. In here is going to house 2 screens with 2 laptops, one left and the right. For Chrome OS, for Windows, 2 screens. There's going to be camera mounts up here with cameras, camera on that side, camera down there. This is going to be the same as what you normally see behind there. And I want to set up a standard setup so that if I start it up, this was a good one. If I start it up, I can just put stuff into that desk and start working on it and show people what I mean. And you can't see right now, I had 4 cameras on this, and I've been working on more, and I'm getting a more powerful computer to do all that, so people can get close-ups to the fingers, close-ups on the theory, on the music, maybe a setup if people need changes made to the guitars. I'll show you in a bit. I'm pretty handy with a bit of wood. As bad as that sounds. But yeah, I think I can help other people with that. And actually, this is my way of committing myself to doing this. Oh wait, did I miss something in the chat? Oh great, yeah, that would be awesome, Ben, if you'd help with that. I mean, that would be absolutely amazing. Because well, you've got a lot of followers, and I'm thinking about writing to some YouTubers to get YouTubers with a large amount of followers to get awareness for stuff like this. I don't know. I'm still working on a plan. Right now, like I said, I've thought about this like 2 days ago, yesterday and the day before that, and I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to this. I just go in full on crazy mode and just jump in, and I'll see where it goes. But I've been running my own business for a while, and that works, and I do stuff. But normally I'm the kind of guy that does everything mouth to mouth. So if I go somewhere and people are enthusiastic, they'll tell someone else, and so on and so on until I get more jobs out of it. I do a little bit of Facebook campaigning, but that's about it. Going to this medium, to YouTube, to maybe even other media online like this, I have no idea. I'm actually, this is I'm dipping my toes in the water and see where I come out. I don't know. Mostly awareness, because there's a lot of people around here that know about people having problems with their brains, with their hands, with stuff like that, but no one's doing anything about it. Those people mostly end up selling their guitars to charities like yours because they can't play anymore. I was in that spot 2 years ago when my hands were like, I had hands like this, and I was trying to do stuff, and right now I can do this. I mean, it's hard, but I can do this. At that point I couldn't do that at all. I couldn't do even anything that resembles that. So I know that there's a way to get around that, and I was lucky. I mean, my brain adapted in a great way, and it's still not there, but I'm feel it growing every day. But I need people to be aware. I need people to know that even though they have these problems, that you don't have to give up music. And for fuck's sake, just start singing. I mean, if you can't play the guitar or the violin or anything anymore, keep making music. Music pulls you through, and it's my only pillar that held me up for 2 years. Wanting to play that guitar, wanting to play music, wanting to be part of making music. So I would really much like to discuss the stuff like that later on, so we can actually think about it and go deep on it. I mean, stream is good and all for popping up ideas, but it's not good for working them out. We need a solid plan. Where do you get people to see this? Where do you get subscribers? Are there any instances that would help with that? Yeah, well, why not? If you can sing. If you can, I play blues harp as well. I couldn't play blues harp because my lips weren't moving in the right direction. So I missed that too, but I can make some tones right now. I can bend, so I'm so happy with that. It's just such a simple thing, but it gives you so much joy. So why not? So if you can sing. You don't want to hear me sing, but if there are people with a good voice or they're willing to learn to sing, why not? I mean, there's so many things that you can do with music to get people back on their feet. Even people that are depressed, and I mean, what? There's a video of a guitarist playing with his feet. Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, I got it. But yeah, I saw that too, and then there's even a guy that has just stumps, and he's playing guitar with the stumps, and come on, if they can do it, we can just. There has to be a way to get people up there and get inspired by stuff like that. And maybe I'm thinking too big, but they always told me don't think that you can't think too big. So let's go for it. I'm really willing to try that. That's why I wanted to do the desk thing. And that's the second thing I need help with. I'm going to leave this as it is. Let everyone. Hi Mark, I've been telling my great ideas. I'll catch you up later on it. No, the other thing that I need help with is I've shown you the. Let me see, because I've got them doubled up. Straight on now. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess now. As you can see, this is the wall that I'm willing to use for all this. So that's my Grim Gym, Hollow Gym. I've got my pedal board down there. I'll choose. There's a Hutch Fuzz down there somewhere. But this is the room that I needed in. I'm going to need some help with setting stuff up like that. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, C6 Steve is awesome, yeah. Oh, it's fun. Woo! Yeah. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I need some help with setting stuff up. I've got a condenser mic on the way. I've got a holder for it. So I need smart ideas to set that stuff up. I need smart ideas to get the camera set up so you don't have to take them out. You can use them every time. And I need some smart ideas about getting stuff, getting things like fingerings and things like that good, well into frame, like with no problems, and then you can reuse that every time. So yeah, I'm gonna need some help with that, but I'm gonna upload that in the Discord later on, and we can talk about that. Wow, this has been kind of a rant. I've been ranting for 20 minutes. Oh my god. Where's the camera on this one? Okay, see. I'm gonna place that back on top of the screen so we can all see that the thing I was doing later. That's the other thing I was thinking about. I saw your door setup right now. I just watched the video. Awesome video. Thing is, when I set up my stuff, I plug in my guitar in my Complete Audio. For the love of God, I cannot make it make a sound over the YouTube. I can do what I want as soon as I start up Reaper or stuff like that. It works. If I start up any other program, it works. As soon as I start up OBS, there's no way in hell that's going to sound out of OBS, except for the clean sound that's coming from my Complete Audio. Yeah, I need a second sound card for that. But I saw videos online that for people who just used software to get it like sounding like an actual external mic. We'll get into that later, because it's more good and fun if people can see what we're doing, but it's even better if they can hear what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for listening to my rant and listening to what my interface runs the monitor out into the onboard sound card. Oh. Okay. We'll think about that. You know, I did something a bit more crude, but I got it working. Because I promised last time I'd show off the Nux, because I got a Nux and I was really enthusiastic about it, and everyone was like, "What's a Nux?" And that's small, and it's still good. Yeah, it's still really good. And when I get my condenser mic, I'm going to do some stuff in the room, but I really want to show you the features of it. That first, and I got some pickups in, and I did something to my SG body. Oh wow, everyone's sending me stuff on Discord. What do you want to see first? The stuff I got in from the mail or the stuff I made? Excellent. Made. Okay, made it is. I give you the plywood SG. It's 90% carved right now. Oh, I'd like him made in one of those fancy outfits. Could you do something low? Yeah, change the carvage. Yeah, do that. Yeah, do the carvage. Yeah. But what do you guys think about this? On more than one occasion. What is a completely different video? You lost me on the chat now. I have no idea what's going on. Made. You want to see the maid on a different video? I'll see if I can scrounge one up. I mean, can't be that hard, can it? Yeah, well, I did something cool to it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, yeah, the carve is going to be deeper. Wait, one sec. This is the freehand cam. Yeah, there we go. Okay, focus. Yeah, here we go, focus. As you can see, I went to 3 layers, so you can get to see every layer in the plywood. And I'm doing that because I like it and I want people to see that it's plywood. It's still flamey, so I'm really anxious to see what happens when we lacquer this, because I'm not going to be able to oil it because the plywood is going to soak up all the oil. I'm going to lacquer it with a dark lacquer, like a candy stuff. And this is what it looks like from the top. I have to be honest. Wait, this is hard. I really like the look of this, and this looks so cool. And you can see the grains on the Duke. And this side is almost the way I want it. On the other side, yeah, focus. I want it to be, no, wrong way, deeper. But I can't make it any deeper until I get the pickups in, because I have to map out the pickups here. And I have to get the neck in to make that calculation where the pickup goes. If the pickup goes here, like a normal SU, like high, it's not going to be a problem. I can go deep with the cut. If I have to bring the neck down to keep it more stable, then I have to make a different carve on this side. And I can't do the outside carve until I do the inside one, because they have to mirror each other, because it just looks odd when they don't mirror it. Is this the right one? Yeah. Damn, everything I had set up is now completely botched because of the stupid computer that died. Go real deep. Like, real deep? You guys can't handle that deep. But I really like the way this turned out. That looks cool. And yeah, not bad. Could be worse, right? It's actually a tiny bit larger than a normal SG, because of the thickness. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video when I'm going to assemble it. Right now I can't do any videos in my workshop because it's a right mess. I've been working in that with 6 people at one point, so it's a really big mess, and I have to clean it out. I have to put all the workbenches in the middle where they belong, so you can walk around it, and I have to fix that up. So, oh my God, Gunther, did you have something to eat? Are you alright, man? I don't want you to be hungry, really. No, I don't. And you can lick some wood. That sounds bad. But I really want to do a video on this baby when I'm assembling it, when I'm putting the bridge on and putting the pickups in. Yeah, the blowtorch. Blowtorches are awesome. I was actually thinking about, oh shit, I forgot. I made a new template. I made a template according to this one, and I'm actually also going to do a semi-hollow, but I'm going to do it out of scrap wood, everything I can find, but I'm going to show you some more on that next time, because I've got some really cool shit planned, like really cool. I've got a really cool torch. Do you really need to burn it yourself, or is it good enough for you to watch things burn? Because I can fix that. Baker's fridge, la la la. I could have just laid all that shit out if the computer wouldn't have died. What? Drop pictures in it. Yeah. I kind of guess where I'm going with it. Yeah, I'm gonna do a drawing on it. As you all know, I drew dragons, and I do some wall drawings every once in a while. I do some drawings on paper too. But I want to do a special drawing on the semi-hollow, and I want to do a drawing, and I want to do a pinstripe. Well, I want to burn the pinstripe in, and what I was going to do is I'm going to use a Dremel to take the shape out, and when I torch it, it's going to get blacker than the rest, so that you can actually see the pinstripe. It's going to pop out because it's torched. And what I got in today, well actually yesterday, but today, I've got my pickups in. And I don't know what you guys think, and I'm really sorry about the computer dying, because I had this really cool light setup with that camera above the other screen, and I tested it this afternoon, and it was looking awesome. Yes, they are. Imagine those being on this. Wait, let me fix that shit up a bit. Mostly. Let me switch those times again. That's me. See how that looks. I mean, it's all wood. It's all black in the wood. It's not black wood. But I think that's going to look good. Not really, no, it's going to be the other way around. The light one's going to go up top. Stay. Good boy. But that's going to look snazzy, yeah. I even got the routing plate for it, so I can just route that out for the pickups. The top is all plates, and they did something special for me, because I've got a friend in China, because I've got an arrow supplier, my own arrow supplier, and he wound the neck pickup with a thinner wire, and he made it hotter. So it's at 14K right now, so that's pretty hot. I'm not really sure what the effect is going to be, because it's going to sound dark and hot at the same time. But he says it sounds ridiculous, so I'm really curious what happens when we finally get to plug this in. Mark, it's a kit build. My 5-year-old can build that. It's not going to look as great as the other guys, but he's still going to build a guitar. You can do this. It's easy. Just throw some stuff into the Discord if you need any help. We're all here, man. We can do this. If I can do some silly stuff on the internet for people with problems like mine, then you can build a kit guitar, man. We believe in you. You're the man. So having that out of the way, oh, I even got tuning pegs with it. We got decent tuners. You should make a video and then have Maria assemble it. I bet she'd like that. I mean, it's not like making this. I mean, you get this, it's done. You just, there you go, put that stuff in and make it your own. I mean, that's what it is. I just got 2 pieces of plywood. So yeah, we're going to do a video on assembling that when I get all the parts, finally. Because it's like Meccano, yeah, it is. Oh my god, who remembers Meccano? Because if you remember Meccano, you're really old. Really old. Like me. Ply tone wood, yeah. Yeah, this is the best ply tone wood ever. Because first thing I did when I went to the hardware store, actually I went to the fancy wood store for this. I got there and I said, well, I need some wood. And they were looking at me like, walk that way. But when I came there, I did. I thought, what would Paul do? And he'd probably overcharge for a piece of plywood. I'm sorry I had to do that. Yeah, you're old. Yeah, we were talking about the... What's Meccano? Liar. Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think about doing? I made the template for the semi-hollow build, and I'm gonna do that definitely. I want to build a semi-hollow. I mean, I've always had a love for those. Yeah. No. If it's certain woods just don't sound. I mean, you can tap them all you want, but they won't sound. No. I always love how he does that when you see that on the videos. That he does that on Flame Maple. Because watch this. This is fun. I keep going off track. I've got these left from the project. Can you see that? There's an SG somewhere on there. Oh, the other way around. There's an SG on here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there it is. There's an SG on here somewhere. And this was going to be, originally were going to be the pieces I was going to use for the original SG build, which I haven't done yet. Because I want to do the semi-hollow build, and then I'm going to make a really fat SG, like this fat, and I want to make it a semi-hollow. Yeah, that center stripe's organic. It's in the wood. So it's actually from the same tree. These parts were stuck together. But that's what Padauk does. The more you get to the center, the redder it gets, and the white wood is the sapwood on the outside. And it's beautiful wood. I love working on it too. The only bad thing about it smells like shit, and actually mean it smells like dung. If you're polishing a turd, you know that expression. Well, it feels like it, smells like it. But I'm actually thinking about doing the semi-haul this year. I've been talking about this for a long time. Actually, I've been talking about that for years. I think the pieces I've got here, these need to be the pieces that make that bar. So I'm going to change the shape a little bit. I'm going to make it a bit wider, a bit fatter. She's going to have a fat ass. I like my guitars with a fat ass. And I'm going to do a centered block with hollow wings. A skunk guitar. Explain. I'm intrigued. What's a skunk guitar? Oh, you mean after sanding this? Yeah, it definitely smells, especially when you stay in one place for too long and it gets hot. When it gets hot or it burns, oh man, that shit stinks. Yeah, you can't smoke it though. Believe me, my friend tried and he got really sick of it. He actually inhaled the smoke that came from Padauk and he got sick. He threw up for 15 minutes. But yeah, that's the things that I want to do in the future. Apart from the things I talked about earlier, doing the online stuff. Because well, I'm out of a job, I'm not allowed to work normally, I'm not allowed to drive a car, so I'm kind of stuck at home, being bored all the day. So what I'm planning on doing is putting that to good use. Yeah. Oh, and to get back on the remark that Lamb made for the piece of wood. And wait, when I do this is funny. I mean, this sounds softer and louder than a lot of flame maple. And when you see Paul Reed Smith tapping the wood, it's always a piece that's a little thicker than this, and it's flame maple. You never see him tap a piece of mahogany, because mahogany doesn't do that. Mahogany just does. Come in. So, yeah, I don't know. Are we going to get back on the tone wood discussion? I mean, I'd love that. But, I've got some unappreciative opinions about tone wood. Yes, I think that some woods conduct vibrations a lot better, and it does help with transferring it throughout the guitar, so from bridge to nut. But does it make a lot of difference, like Paul Reed Smith says? Nah. You could string up a railroad block and do that, and it's going to sound good. I mean, for instance, take a cigar box guitar. Wait. Nope. I broke it. It's dead. This is my ever first self-built guitar, I was like 14, 15. I don't know. Maybe I made it later. I have no idea. Can't remember. It actually housed an amplifier in here, so it had its own amplification. And this thing actually sounds pretty good, and it's got great sustain. And I mean, who gives a fuck? It's coming apart though. It's really old. It did sound really cool. I had the action like really high because I played it with slide and open tuning, and yeah, it was alright. Maybe I'll fix this later on, because at that point I just did a really crappy job just fixing something up so it would play. Maybe I should do a revisit on this and just get it. Yeah, you could play it as a lap steel, yeah. I mean, it's got this really cool bridge. It's a bolt with a nut on it. And the nut is made of a nut and a bolt. And it sounds like shit right now. Yeah. I'd have to fix it because when I made this, I didn't take into account that the box itself would come apart. So it actually, I don't know if you can see that, the box is coming apart because of the tension, and the guitar strings are actually digging into the wood. And it's below the bridge, so it doesn't matter for the sound. There's something interesting though. I had a piece of mahogany right there underneath that bolt, and I actually exchanged that for a piece of pine. Red pine, and it actually sounded better after doing that. There goes my theory with tone wood. Ugh. I'm contradicting myself. Yeah. Actually, I need to take this apart, re-glue this, but I'm going to have to glue this with epoxy. It needs a center block because it actually stops there. It needs a block that goes from here all the way to the back and then attach the bridge to the block. But like I said, this was the first guitar I've ever built, so I didn't know that. That was new. So I had this box and someone gave me an old guitar in pieces. I had a somewhat usable neck. So I just took an angle grinder, took down the neck, scalloped the fretboard a bit and slammed it together and made some music with it. Maybe had a flatter bottom than the other one. What piece? Oh, you mean the piece that goes on the wood? I don't know. They came from two sides of the same box. Only the top side was made of red pine and the bottom side was made of mahogany. So I have no idea if that'll work, if that would make a difference. Maybe we should try that. Yeah, I think I'm going to revisit this and fix it up sometime, somewhere, I don't know. Stay. Yep, that's good. Still haven't gotten anywhere with the whole stream. I only discussed the stuff about the plywood SG. Tone bolts, yeah, tone bolts are a thing. Didn't you know that? If you've got M10s, then they're better than M8s. because you can always count on a tenant but never on your mates. That was lame. But yeah. Yeah, we keep going off track. I have no idea where to go with the story. A brass bolt is better because brass is, yeah, of course brass is better. And funny thing is that according to Paul, brass is better because it vibrates more, but tungsten does vibrate a lot too. It can take a lot of vibration. If it vibrates more, doesn't it mean that you'll lose vibration because it takes in a part of the vibration? I don't know. Yeah, I've been wanting to build a resonator box, you know, like a horn box, like you had in the old days. And I can weld a decent bit, so I've been thinking about welding a resonator. But I have to read into that. It's kind of a big deal to make that because you have to make it just right. I always wondered why they, if you've got heavy metal, they always say steel, like Manowar uses a lot of lyrics with steel in them. And I've always wondered, why steel? I mean, why not lead or gold? Maybe she's got a Hitachi, I don't know. Oh my god, this is turning into the worst stream ever. I like this. If this is why people would come here to, what's a metal domes thingy? No, that's doom metal. I've no idea what you're on about. Yeah, you mean the resonator, like in a resonator guitar, like I have to kick that habit of putting that in my mouth because apparently people have no idea what I'm saying if I do that. Let me put it on this way. Resonator guitar. I think I wrote that completely wrong. Oh wow, Beard Guitars? What's that? Oh, it only costs $5,000. Euros! Oh shit. Let's, let me see. Is that, yeah, there we go. I really like the scene transition, by the way. I went for the most Star Wars thing I could find. But this is actually a loose piece that's set in there, so you just have to assemble that. It's made out of a few layers and pockets to make it resonate. So it should be fairly easy to make that. I'm saying that now, I'm going to regret that later on, probably, but mostly I do when I'm making bold assumptions. It's like the time I said I can shoot around the corner, and everyone said you're an idiot because only what's his name, Lars Anderson can do that. I had to put my money where my mouth was. I did. I shot around the girl that helps me, the one with Emmy. She helps me with that, and I shot around her for a bit. And probably next year we're going to have to demonstrate that on a festival. And all because I had to shoot my mouth when I said, well, it can't be that hard because if they could do it back then, well, you can do it now. I mean, it just takes some practice. So yeah, I think I can build a resonator. I don't know. Chrome Dome. I need a helmet for that. A big helmet. Yeah, I was going to say something about the Nox and how that works. Do you guys want to do that? And hoping that my fingers still feel the same as they did about an hour ago. Because they felt pretty good this afternoon. Well, for what age? I'm actually really bummed out that the computer stopped working because I had this 4-camera setup that I called the multi-lurker vision, but there's only 2 cameras left now. Let me see, freehanding, that's this one. Oh, no, desktop freehand. And it should include a chat. Still don't get why it takes forever to load that chat. I have no idea what's causing that. I mean, it's still up, right? Yeah, what I did is, this is actually the feed that's going into my complete audio over there. And I'm solely relying on all the amp stuff that's built in here. So I'm not using any software on the computer whatsoever. For the guys who saw me test the other day, that's what you were hearing. It's really funny because you turn it on. But the thing is about this little thing, I mean, it's focus, yeah. It runs on batteries. And it runs on 9 volts. Simply by Duracell. Maybe I'll get sponsored. But focus. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Focus. For focus sake, focus. Okay. But it's actually really good little amp, especially for stuff like this, because it was made for small speakers. It's got a tiny speaker in there, like really tiny. But it packs a wallop. No, it actually sounds better. In my opinion, it sounds better than the Blackstar. And there's a lot of the same electronics in there, but the usability, and you can, let me open this. Get a device data. This is the interface that goes with it. Not sure that yet. And you can actually control all your stuff from here. But it's got built-in effects as well. There's a phaser in there. I was hoping for an Ottawa, but they're not putting an Ottawa in there. They put an Ottawa in the new one. Yeah, focus. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying. But I'm actually really anxious to try the new one because it's got 2 separate speakers in there, apparently for bass. So it sounds really deep, and you can use it for bass. So I can't spend any money on it right now, but if I could, I would have. It's interesting stuff. But back in my beauty. This is just bridge pickup, and that's just the amp. I mean, that's nothing in between. It's a bit of delay, but that's probably my computer. Funny thing is, Well, I can do that here too. If I put it on distortion, it automatically gets all the stuff from there to there. And I can actually put on a, I'm not going to do that because of the delay, because it's Bluetooth, but I can actually put on a backing track and it's going to sound through the amp and I can play along to it, which I really like. You can obviously just do that and it works too. And the buttons, they don't do anything. I can just use everything here. So what I'm doing right now is I've got a reverb play. I can put some more reverb on it. I've got the noise gate on the OBS working right now because I, for some reason, it goes wrong when I put the noise gate on this. The noise gate on, or actually the sound on OBS is going to go completely bonkers and it's going to go and I can't use it for shit. And what I did today, because I was playing around with it, I remember I've got Hot Fuzz. So. I don't know. It popped into my head, some Halo. But I mean, that's pretty cool. By the way, your Hot Fuzz, it fuzzes, even though I think there's a ground issue with it. Yeah, the reverb is really good. And what I like about it, my guitar off, not bad. Still sounds off. Maybe it's the delay. But what I think it's really funny, and I do say funny, because you got to remember this is a tiny little amp. I mean, it's the PCB in this is about this big, and on top of that is the control delay or the control PCB. So it's two PCBs, this that size and that size, which I've seen up until now. And if I put the tone right up, I've got the right reverb. That's a tiny amp. I mean that's just really tiny. And it's if I put this on a monitor. From a friend of mine on the Archery Club, and it actually sounds fatter and bigger than my Vampire, my Behringer amp, and it actually sounded better than the amp that he brought. So I'm really digging this thing. It's freaking awesome. Now I've run out of things to play, to be honest, because I was playing something this afternoon. I can't do it right now. And we can go into in between with those. Oh, did I do it again? Oh, no. See, this is what I mean. I can use the level on this, and when I say I like it, I press save, and it saves that level. And you've got so many things you can do with if you've got a hole, which isn't big. But when you go to the room delay, you can even put it on a spring delay. You can make it harder as well. You want to do wibbly wobblies? Yeah, sure. Wait, let me put it back on plate because I like the plate delay. But I can actually do this. I can do really, it's only that tiny little thing. It's even got a vibe. I can't even remember the last time I heard the vibe. It's absolutely, I love it. I just love it. This is my fast and hard trim. I can do fast and hard. I can put the rate up and put the depth up. Yeah, it does. Hard and fast. And the sound of it, it's so big. If I crank this up on batteries in my living room, my neighbour comes out the door and looks through the window what's going on, because that's how much noise this little thing makes. It's amazing. And I know that a lot of people are skeptic about stuff like this, but yeah, it's like I said, it's even got its own built-in noise gate. So if I put it on distortion, and I take up the, it's because the hutch fuzz is in between it. So can lower the threshold. I can even add sustain if I want to. I don't need it with the hutch fuzz. Yeah, you can do plenty with this. The funny thing is that it lends it for a lot of things, because double check. What have I got it set to? Level, tone, put it a bit more up. The higher you put the tone, you can do stuff like I'm not sure if I can make this work. It was working this afternoon, but nope. actually look better than I thought. But that's just putting the level on in the game. But when you put it on this, yeah, I was seeking destroy. So was this. I don't know. I've been in a Metallica mood today. Was it again? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. It's been a while. But if you put the gain on the overdrive channel, yeah, sanitarium, and you do some Iron Maiden, that works too. And you can. It actually sounds fat. And then when you go back to clean, you can gain it all you want. You can put the tone back. So if I put it on the front pickup now. What's it again? It's a mental one. No use of fingers. So, fingers are not working. And that's why I came up with the... I just did that right now. I pressed the Hutch voice. That's how I don't know, it feels like a Halo sound. And by the way, I still love that tone. I could just make noises all day, even if my hands don't work. I could make noises all day and just listen to the tone of that Hutch voice. That's what I've been mostly doing. Yeah, that's about the gist of it. And the best, even the best thing that you're missing right now is that right now it's going directly into OBS. But hearing this without any amplification. This thing blows your mind. And they're really cheap because the new one's coming out. I saw the other day that these were on for, I think, 90 euros? 80 euros? Something like that. And I tried to blow it up with Drop C. You can't blow it up. And if I try it, I'll really try it for it. I'll really go for it. Now, funny things. Let's see if we can do that. Settings, mighty light. No, we're gonna need that Bluetooth connect. Not tactile. No. Funny things. If I put on the, I like this one. That's running directly out of it. Just straight into it. It's in there. You just have to push the button. Yep. What sounds like you can jam along, you can do what you want, you can't blow it up. perfect if you're on the budget. Brent knows what I'm talking about. And to think that I bought this 2 years ago, well, probably, I think it was more like a year ago. I really want to get back to playing, and my fingers were finally starting to work a bit. So I sold my Ibanez, I sold my RG with the Wizard Neck, and I bought my SG. And I didn't have any money because I couldn't work because of the injuries I had. So I bought me this tiny amp, and I bought it for cheap. I think I bought it back then. I think it was €110. And if you can see what you can do with it, it's just awesome. I mean, just imagine when we were all trying to make build our own guitars, or buying our guitars, getting a job, getting a newspaper around to pay for a guitar. I paid for this one, I don't know, 4 months, getting up 4 a.m. in the morning, delivering newspapers. And then I finally went to the store. I said, I want to buy this guitar. And he's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Do you have the money? I was like, yeah, I've got the money. And I went home the happiest kid ever. And this is what started it all. Imagine that instead of the tiny little, what was it, 15 watt shitty Squier amp I bought with this one, because they didn't have packages back then, you had to buy one. You could buy one of these. I'd be on fucking YouTube with my guitar. Wait. I'd be on a big stage with my fucking guitar. Buy a Zoom 505. Really? You know what? You never forget about those things. I'm never going to get rid of that guitar. I mean, I can sell everything, but I don't want to think I want to sell that one. Hell, I don't want to sell any guitars I own. I sold way too much back in the day, but I bought, I sold. Then I held on for the RG for a while. That was good. It was a good guitar, and I was into a lot of Satriani and some heavier stuff. And it's great for that. And when I got back to guitar playing after my injury, I don't know, I just didn't feel good on that. Yeah, it just wasn't there. The feeling was gone. And that's when I bought that one. And I still love that neck. I mean, it's so fat. But it sounds completely different. I mean, it's a rough sounding guitar if you want it to be, but it's far smoother, and you don't have to hassle with the stupid Floyd Rose. I know back then when I bought the Ibanez, I was like, okay, I want this Ibanez, but I want that neck on it, and I want that trim system on it. And to be honest, that trim system, I could do without that stupid trim system. For some reason, I've built up a hatred. Yeah, like a proper hatred for Floyd Roses. I don't like them, and if they go out of tune. Yeah, I remember once when I had to go to there was a jam session at the cafe. Well, actually, it's a pub. It's not even a cafe; it's a pub. And they had a live stage, and they said, "Well, you can put your guitar up there, and you can play later on." I said, "Well, what about sound check?" And he's like, "It's going to be all right." And I opened the case, put down the guitar, went for a drink, got back, tuned the guitar. It took me 15 minutes to tune my fucking guitar, and it stood there for about half an hour before we were on. And I picked up my guitar, it was completely out of tune, and I was like, "Hell no, I'm not gonna tune this all up again." And I went straight for the guitar of a friend of mine who was on before me, and he was like, "Why, you've got this flashy, glittery RG up there, why aren't you using that?" I'm like, "Well, it's shit, it's out of tune." Wow, the chat's really going dying down, is it? Is it time? How long have I been online? I have no idea. Oh, an hour and 20 minutes. I'm seeing myself in slow motion, baby. What do you guys think I should do next time on the stream? I want to keep up with the Tuesdays, and there's a lot going on. Of course, I want to rebuild this and I've got the builds on. But like I said, I'm not Lamb, I'm not Brent, especially musically wise. I can't compete. But I can do a lot of other things. But I'm curious, what would you guys like to see, especially when you're watching it now? I mean, you get the feel of it, and you're still watching. I mean, after an hour and 20 minutes, you're still watching. So there's something that's interesting. But how can we make it more interesting next time? I'll just let you sit and brood on that for a sec. Get me a drink. Oh, I still got the chance. What, no reactions? Am I talking to myself for the last 15 minutes? Can I show you guys that? I told you I bought the microphone. Yeah, I know, but I want to spice it up a bit. I mean, it's not like I do enjoy what I'm putting out, but I like building around stuff. You know, and if you got things that you'd like to see, or no, I don't think there's a profanity filter on. No, I don't. Oh, yeah, I don't have unicorn. Well, you can see him there. This is actually the bear I had when I was a kid, and my children used it. So it used to be a really fat bear, you know. But this is Benny, and they brought Benny back to me because, well, they think they're too old for a teddy bear, and especially Daddy's teddy bear. So they brought him back to Daddy so he can retire in my office, just so you know. So I don't know, Freddie, but if you need some competition to run for president, it was so funny. They brought it to me yesterday. Like, we want to retire Benny. I was like, why? I'm like, well, he's really old because he's just as old as you are, Dad. And I was like, I'm not that old, but okay. And he needs to retire. I was like, oh, yeah, well, I need to retire, but yeah, well. And can we leave him here in the office? And I was like, okay. No, not right through the forehead. This was my go-to stuffed animal. I mean, this is the only stuffed animal I had as a child. More Crowfoot, no more Crowfoot. He's 60. Oh shit, that is a plot twist. But you do realise that I'm the archer here. I can shoot round the corner. I don't know if I can still do that with my hands, but probably can. I also get Emmy to do it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I should have gone for that one. Ooh. Where is it? Evolved? What evolved? Am I missing stuff on the chat? Oh yeah, that's it. That's what it is. BM Marvel about the BM 850, I think. Ah, close enough. Looks like it. What dodgy voice? Oh yeah, yeah. That was fucking creeping me out. I liked it right away about it. Did you ever get Did you ever get him to shut up, Brent? The new Freddy, the evolved Freddy. I don't like the evolved Freddy. We need Freddy in a new jacket. We could animate Freddy online as a unicorn. Sure we can. Come on, it was the first mic I found, and then it took me like 2 hours to look for something else. And then I went back to the other one. Super cool cat. Well, we can ask Bunny to take care of fake Freddy. I think he knows Kung Fu. Or is it Kung Pao? I don't know. Yeah, I know. I want to log in. I'm serious. My computer doesn't like running OBS and a browser at the same time. Yeah, I'm sure we can. But remind me, Mark, what's the current FARS fund right now? I mean, what's the bank account number on it? Well, we're going to put Evolve Freddy in address. Or the cat. Or Mark. Mark in address, that would be interesting though. I can't even remember where I put the, because I've been tossing stuff around, but I bought the, oh wait, no, I got it on my phone. I bought that router plate and I was going to show that on the live stream, but I can't even remember where I put it. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. It's on my phone, but can you see the wine red and gold, like the one that's super ugly, the ugliest one there? I bought that one. Yeah, should I make Benny my mascot? Because I can do that. I've got some mad Photoshop skills, remember? Yeah, it was the worst I could find. I was looking at like silver, black, silver, black, silver, black, red, wine red and gold. What? Oh wait, one. What the fuck? It looks like shit, but I like it. That sort of stuff makes me happy. Maybe I can show you the other stuff I bought. For the... Did you guys see the necks I bought for the for the SG build? Let's see. I'm gonna open this in a new window. Ugh. I hate that website. Oh, basically, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube. Let me see, let's go. I bought these. Not for that price though, mind you. But I bought those. I bought two of those. And I bought them with the... Can I click on this? Yeah, like that, with the white neck and the black dots. I like the headstock on those. Now I'm gonna get demonetized because I showed weird stuff on YouTube. Oh, and my chat's gone again. Come on. Maybe you know about that, Lam. What's going on with the chat if I change the scene? Why does it take so long for the chat to come back? I don't know. Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? And know. I saw those and I thought, well, they're slender, a bit more slender than the Gibson or the Epiphone headstocks, and I thought, well, maybe that'll look nice on an SG. I actually saw the same one with black inlays. Yeah, there is a delay, I think, but the transition is direct. I'm not using the studio mode. Can I change the studio mode? Because if I do this, then I can do that. So I don't know what that is. I'm not in the studio mode because it makes the screens too small, and when the screens are too small, I get problems with Brent vision. I can't read the screen. I can't read the chat. Flip cards. Yeah, the other way around, like white neck with black inlays. I like that. Still want one of those. Can't afford them right now. But soon, real soon. I've got some things in the oven. I hope. Oh, they're buffering the video because they're not getting enough video for a smooth streaming. I don't know. What's that? What does it mean? Does this mean I'm being buffered? Even I just noticed that I've got my work shirt on, the stains and everything from doing all the work on the guitar. I was just looking at myself on the screen. Oh wait, that's me. And I'm wearing a white shirt. Was I wearing a white shirt? Chuckle vision. I'm sorry I'm making fun of you with your vision, Brent. You can make fun of my flappy hands. I don't mind. Oh, here we go again. Chat's calling for me. I need more whiskey. I don't know. Can I check? It's Windows. I have no idea where to find that. Is that the Control Alt Delete function of the Task Manager? Can I find it there? I don't know. It's Windows. Who cares? Oh yeah, I've got CPU. It's running at 96%. Let's see if I can find the temperature on it. It's the fan's not going up like crazy. It's not that bad. Yeah, it feels hot, but it always feels hot. It's a Windows PC, they always feel hot. Let me see, I think I've got an app for that. I got a program for that. Wait, CPU temp. Let me see, core temp, that's the one. Software. I don't know. Three. Oh, here. Open hardware. Let's install that. And I went so far off topic that we can do this now. We can even go and watch old ads just for the fun of it. I don't give a shit. Save it. Yeah, good boy. Yeah, you know, that's something I don't understand because I've got a Chromebook and I did the test the other day on the Chromebook. Runs like a champ. It's got half the power than the Windows laptop, but it runs like a champ. But I can't use all the programs, and I need the programs on Windows to work because else it doesn't do shit. Oh, profanity! Oh boy. So yeah, more RAM. I've got more RAM into this. No idea what it's right now. I think I've got 16 or 32 gigs. DDR3, but still. And desktop. Okay. Whip. Too much screen. Oh shit! It's on this screen. Of course it is. It's to make it easier on me. Let me move myself to this screen. Open hardware monitor. Let's see what the temperature is on this. Oh. Windows. Why? I really don't get the appeal. That's too bad for Windows. It's a closed system, my ass. I've tweaked that shit so much, it's barely recognizable. If I ever get the chance to show you my Chromebook, if I ever get the chance to show the Chromebook to a developer, which they've seen at a distance, but because they do some testing and some beta testing here and there. But if they saw the code on this, they'd go bonkers, man. They'd go out of the house screaming. Shut up, Google. Let me see. Temperatures. It's not bad. 2 cores. I've got one that's 71 degrees and 73 degrees. Yeah, it's not bad. I think that's okay. It's doing fine. I just don't get it. There's some weird stuff going on anyway with the internet connection. I've got a 1 gig fiber, and as soon as I turn on the streaming software, I get capped at 300 for some reason. Still more than enough, of course, but it's just weird. I get capped. No, they just need to make better stuff for computers that don't run Windows. They should kill Windows collectively, along with with Mac. It's basically Unix. Yeah. Oh, look at Benny. He's in the corner. Oh, he's tired. He's sleeping, you see. I'm going to do a video on the room when it's done. I'm going to walk around and show people what I've got. There's a lot of stuff in there that you can't even see. There's even a gun top of the cupboard, the rifle. Can you see that? There's so much stuff crammed in this tiny little office. I could do a whole video on that, I think. How long have we been running? An hour and 40 minutes. Oh, 46 minutes. Jesus. Yeah, that's close enough to 2 hours for me. I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting tired. I was tired before, but I'm getting really tired right now. I hope that I got the old medication back, so I'm hoping to watch Studio One, Adobe Suite. Those are the old ways. The old ways. Attached to Windows he is. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Like I said, I'm going to get those other cameras working again because the computer's working now. And I'm going to use those next time. And I hope, due to the new meds, that my fingers are going to be working a bit better next time. Perhaps I can play a bit. It would be nice. I mean, I've streamed twice now. I've been plucking away, but I really hope I can play something. An interesting time. I'll take it. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. Yeah, Brent, I'll hit you up on Discord on private messages, or is it easier to contact you another way? Because you said you're in. Well, you want it in. You're in. But let me know. I'm really serious about starting all this up. Something has to happen. Yeah. Super. No, it's not super. Not yet. When you see, I'm gonna show my plans on Discord, and when you see what I've got planned, it's gonna be epic. Epico. Don't forget, slap like now. Slap it. Slap it. And slap on guitar, but not on bass, because bass is bad. Bad bass. No, slap guitar. I should get into that fight. Between, what is it? Harmon Lee, two-set violin, Davey 504. I should just get into that fight and just, instead of diffusing it, I just put oil on the fire. that would be funny. Would give me a lot of views, I think. But good night, guys. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you next time.